Power of attorney.
You're going to make our job very difficult. If there is a POA, and if it's attested by the government.
So it's attested by the government, but when?
Arash, I'm a buyer, you're a seller for a ready property, and basically we signed Form F. And then when I came to the transfer, a new person showed up and says, I represent the seller, here's the POA, and I'm allowed to take the money under my name.
Okay.
What do I do as a buyer?
Or in most cases, I'm very much against dealing with a power of attorney holder. The reason is, it's important to know a power of attorney.
You're going to make our job very difficult. If there is a POA, and if it's attested by the government.
So it's attested by the government, but when? Yeah. So if it was
if it's attested and valid.
Valid. So you need to make sure that this is still valid, and you can do this by checking with the notary public who issued that power of attorney, whether it was cancelled or no. Because if it was cancelled, then this person has no right to deal with you. But let's assume that it's valid. In that situation, you need to make sure that the power of attorney gives this person the right to sign on behalf of the seller, to collect the money on his behalf and in his name. Okay. So best to check with the lawyer to review the power of attorney and make sure of that.
And basically, in this case, I think you have to actually pay Dubai Land Department double transfer fee. So you have to pay 4 plus 4.
Correct.
Which means if you're the seller, but someone else showed up with a power of attorney,
right,
and I have to pay him, that means I'm going to pay 8%. Correct. Or we're going to pay 8%.
Correct.
Right?
The reason that they have announced this, which I think is very important, is that people were selling properties based on power of attorney without signing any official MOUs.
To circumvent the government fees, right?
Yeah.
So for example, instead of signing the final transfer, I would just tell you, give me a general POA over this, and then here's your money, and then we don't pay the 4%. Absolutely. But I think this practice is over now, because that practice was happening a lot during booming markets where I sell and buy, where I sell and buy during 1 week in Dubai, right? Absolutely. I think we've matured a lot and we are way ahead of that. But yeah, definitely that was the root of it. Thank you very much for watching. Please feel free to leave all your questions in the comment section below, and I'll try my best to address all your concerns and questions personally. Feel free to tag a friend who may need to learn more about the real estate market, especially in the legal context. And of course, don't forget to follow any of my social media accounts that are mentioned below. Stay tuned for many more to come. Thank you.